and thank you for tuning in today's Halloween special of the Stampede. Today is Friday, October 31st, and I'm Jennifer Galvan.
And I'm Sergio Puente. The Rio Grande Valley has a new haunted house unlike any other.
That's right, Sergio. The Toluca Ranch has been closed for decades and has recently opened its doors to the public. Jennifer Galindo has more on this urban legend.
Toluca Ranch has been closed to the public for decades, but recently opened its doors just in time for Halloween. By night, the haunted location brings to life a local urban legend. But there is an untold story behind the fake blood and creepy music.
The property was inherited to Mr. Don Florencio Saenz in the 1800s. In 1915-16, there was a lot of raids coming in from Mexico. Mr. Saenz actually leased the property over to the U.S. government. You can see on the brick where they would carve their names all over the house.
The urban legend tells a different story about Mr. Saenz, a story regarding occult practices and a deal with the devil.
There are books, there are tales, there are local legends that he did. As far as facts, I don't have any to say that, I know of anything like that.
Besides the lack of paranormal research, workers and guests of the haunted attraction say they have experienced strange occurrences while attending Toluca Ranch.
Yeah, people are taking pictures and they are catching entities in it. One of the little employees working here, that she actually quit, and I didn't think she was gonna come back because she was hearing something whispering in her ear.
Whatever holds true to you is for you to decide. For Bronx TV, I am Jenny Galindo.
One quick search on the internet will prove that Valleyites know something is a little spooky at the Troxo dorms on campus. Our very own Dina Vera went out to find out more.
As the legend goes, there has been myths of hauntings around campus dorms, from a student jumping off the second floor of Heritage Hall to a girl who attempted a self-abortion and committed suicide in her dorm at Troxel Hall. No one knows the cause of these hauntings, and no documents have been recorded of the occurrences. However, documents are not needed to prove these skin-crawling crime scenes. The Troxel Hall building speaks for itself behind closed doors.
Another person that used to work here would tell me that during the night, everybody would leave. Everybody would leave. During the holidays on Christmas, vacation, and nobody was here. But you could hear very, very distinctly people that would be screaming and carrying on and whispering, and she said she would feel all her hair would stand up and she would feel really scared. So she would pray and pray and pray and pray.
No one is able to explain why Troxel Hall residents listen to unexplained knocks and footsteps. The Troxel Hall myths remain unclear, but the story passed down through the years may just be the clue.
The young man, and he started getting involved with a girl, and the girl didn't want to let go, so she started bringing in the spirits with a wishing board to get rid of the girl.
No complaints have been filed from Troxel Hall residents as of today. The suspected paranormal activity has left business untouched.
No, it doesn't affect our business at all. We're at capacity right now. Even the wing where they think it's haunted, that I have students are staying there right now, and they have not reported anything to me.
Next time you come around Troxel Hall, you might want to keep this in mind.
But right here in this basement, we do hear knocks and pipes. But I never was afraid. I've never been afraid.
As research continues to identify the lost souls and an explanation on the crime scene, what occurred behind Troxel Hall remains a mystery. For the Stampede, I am Dina Vera.
The largest haunted house in the RGV delivered a soul-stealing experience at the Nightmare on Broadway 4D. Here's Alexia Chavero with more.
Looking for a good scare this Halloween night? How about a visit to a haunted house that in top of scary might be cursed? Sounds good, right? Visitors from all over the valley stand in line to experience what a good horror production can cause to their nervous systems. Characters from the darkest parts of the shadows, realistic makeup, and why not, maybe some fake eyes. They play a major role to attract horror-hungry customers.
Get back to you guys right now. Are you guys ready?
It gives the production a realistic touch and keeps clients screaming.
Okay, are you guys scared to go into the house?
My nerves are jangling a bit. Yes.
Now, for the $1,000,000 question, what makes a certain house special?
I tried renting the rooms upstairs on the second floor, and every time I would take somebody upstairs, they'd run out and tell me they saw something, they heard something, they felt something. I've never felt, heard, or smelt anything up there, but people swear they have. So nobody wanted to rent it because it was haunted. So 5 years ago, I put my haunted house together and I opened up the real haunted house.
People say that there's actually a real ghost inside of the haunted house. Did you experience anything like that?
Well, I know some of those people probably shouldn't have been there. Some of them didn't seem like they were there. Some of them felt odd.
You heard it. A supernatural history lies within the four walls of this old building. The production takes you through a series of scenarios that will keep you on your toes. They incorporate every trick in the book. Skeletons, Psycho Man with baby, you name it, they have it.
So you walk into a room and you know you have to get by it, but there's something in there you don't want to get by. So then you turn around and all of a sudden there's something there. And it's, I don't know, I may have pooped myself.
We do have 26 rooms upstairs. They're all full of terror, gore. It's 4D, so you have to wear your 3D glasses.
I thought those 3D glasses were actually weren't actually 3D glasses. Turns out they are, and I think that adds to the effect. You know, you're going through there and you don't know what's going on. And my friends kept pushing me towards the front. I did not want to be in the front. Okay, I was terrified.
But the cherry on top of this terrifying cake will have to be the time and interaction they use with their clients. Actors take their places in the parking lot, patiently waiting for their next victim. For Brown TV, I am Alexia Chavero.
It seems like every year Halloween goers try to come up with the most extravagant costume for Halloween night. Our Olivia Tames went out to find out what the hottest costumes are this year.
When searching for the best Halloween costumes in the Rio Grande Valley, UTPA students knew they could find a wide array of costumes at JJ's Party House in McAllen. From scary goblins to women's superhero costumes, this giant party store has it all. Melanie, Ginny, and Melinda had a blast trying on various costumes and are ready to trick-or-treat this Halloween. Serving the Valley for over 32 years, their experienced staff are ready to help customers meet their every need. No time to go in and try costumes? JJ's makes it easy to order your costume online at jjspartyhouse.com or reach them at 956-686-6461. Reporting for the Stampede, I'm Olivia Tames.
Last-minute costume shopping can be a hassle and expensive. Danielle Burnell shows us easy ways to do-it-yourself costumes for any age.
Hi, I am Danielle Burnell with the Stampede, and with us today we have my two children. This is Madeline and Michael, and they are our little models today for these Halloween costumes. This is a costume hat, 97 cents at Walmart in the costume section. All I had to do was take a piece of felt and I glued it on. I like to use hot glue, but you can use any type of adhesive you want. You glue it on and you just cut the strips for this straw. Pretty easy. Put that on. We did our basic face paint here, just some face paint crayons that are really easy to use. I used his existing clothing, so that wasn't at any extra cost. All we have to do here is Velcro. So we take the felt, we measure it out, Velcro it, and we cut the strips. So you have your hay coming out of your arms. I like to add patches to the jeans, and at the bottom we have the ankles, and they're the exact same thing as I did with the wrists. I did his whole costume in under $10. And Madeline here is demonstrating the kitty cat. So what I did is I cut out a diamond-sized piece, and then I used these pipe cleaners, put it through the inside, and then wrapped it around the headband. So when you're done, you can take the ears off, no problem. And then I just cut out small triangles of the pink felt, and glued them onto the black felt. This is just a onesie that she already had. It's a long sleeve black onesie. It has some silver sparklies on it. And then she has some pants with a tutu bottom. And then out back is the tail. The tail is very simple to make. So you get your black felt, you grab a handful of pipe cleaners, and all you do is you wrap the pipe cleaners up with the felt. You're gonna glue the ends with your hot glue or other adhesive, and then glue it on to a piece of elastic. All you have to do is take these Velcro pieces, attach one to each end to fold it over, and you put it around the child. And as you can see right here, she's got her tail. It's hidden under her tutu, no problems. And her costume also cost me less than $10 to make. This is how you make costumes, quick, fast, and on a budget. We would like to wish you all a very safe and happy Halloween.
Since today is Halloween, most of us probably have some plans for the night, but if you don't, you might want to stay home and actually just watch the movie. Yeah, one of my favorite is The Ring. What about you?
Well, mine is Freddy versus Jason. It just brings two iconic Halloween characters together.
Nice, that's one of the classics. Well, our very own Anthony San Miguel went out to Man on the Street to find out what your favorite movies are.
My favorite scary movie would have to be Dead Silence.
My favorite scary movie is Sinister, and I just like it because it keeps you like in suspense. Like you have no idea like what's gonna happen as the scenes progress.
Child's Play.
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Vroom, vroom.
My favorite scary movie is Troll 2.
Tales from the Hood, I'd say.
Currently, all of them.
My favorite scary movie, I actually do not have one. No, I don't like scary movies.
I think the one that's had the biggest impact in my life is probably Stephen King's It, especially when I was a kid.
Why? Because it really delivers the chills, you know?
I like the unknown aspect. The idea of that anything can kill you at any given moment. And you don't even know. You don't even know.
Well, not necessarily that I get scared, but the suspense, I think, is what I like, because I think mentally, I know it's not real, so I can never really get scared of that.
Anything that deals with demonic stuff or whatever, because that stuff, I believe in that. That stuff's real. And you don't mess with that. No. So I avoid those kinds of movies.
Well, I guess it all depends on the plot, because sometimes some of the plots are pretty hard to figure out, but some of them, if you follow the storyline and if you pay really close attention, you're able to pretty much kind of figure out what's going to happen next.
Especially when they're paranormal, I just don't like them. No, because I guess it can touch base with more truth. They can be truth. So let's avoid them. All of them.
I don't know. It's the only movie that's ever scared me.
Well, that wraps up this Halloween edition of the UTPA Stampede.
Make sure to check us out on our Facebook page. For the Stampede, I'm Jennifer Galvan.
And I'm Sergio Puente. Have a safe and happy Halloween.